I used to be heavy into feminism, especially teens, early 20s, until I actually started doing it, right? And I realized that, for one, feminism was not created for Black women. Let me tell you the reason why. Because Black women have always worked. We've always contributed to the household. We've always held some type of job, some type of position. It was created for white women so that they could feel equal to their white partners. We didn't have that problem. Okay, we were brought in as allies later to speak on behalf of the feminist movement. Now, have they pushed certain things that maybe we felt like we needed to do, like voting, things of that nature? Sure, great. But when you think about the bigger picture, right? When you think about everything that women deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I'm specifically talking about Black women because everyone on here is a Black woman or a Black man, right? When you think about what we deal with, Black women deal with the most stress. We die young from having to handle a lot of things on our own. We have the most problem with our children. All of those, it's a direct correlation to feminism and what they have pushed on our community as what we see as us being independent. The reason why we're dying younger and we're so tired and we have no support and we get to a point where it's like you're so angry and upset all the time is because we're putting everything on our shoulders, saying, I want to be independent and this boss woman, but that's not your nature. You don't have to be. You can be. And that's my thing. I'm not saying that women that want that shouldn't go after that. You definitely should. But what I am saying is if you decide that you also want a family, then you're going to have to make those sacrifices. And I honestly am getting tired of women complaining about the sacrifice that you signed up for. Because nobody made you have a child. Nobody made you get married. Nobody made you decide to be a partner. That's what you decided to do. And I know earlier you stated about the Bible, right? And the women in the Bible that were stepping out and doing things, they definitely did. But also in the Bible, it states that you need to learn to love to be a server. You have to be okay with serving others, with not always putting yourself first. And I think that is the biggest issue we have in our Western civilization when it comes to women. Period. Especially today. Like, we're forever focused on self, what I want, what makes me happy. Most women, I think it's about 70% of women file for divorce, right? And there are certain women that deal with abuse, that deal with habitual liars and cheaters, narcissism, all of that good stuff. But a lot of those women, a big chunk, leave their families, leave their husbands, put their children in worse situations because they were unhappy. They want something new and exciting.